Why now?
Thank you for the question. I am very, 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 very grateful for the question because I haven't spoken in 27 years because it's abnormally complicated, and I choose to cut my losses in life so that I can just move on at whatever point, because life is never smooth. The only reason why anybody has heard anything from me in 27 years is because there is still currently this video of an interview that Ken did that went viral. And much as I try, I don't listen to the news for too many reasons, not only because of Ken, but for too many reasons. But this particular video kept coming from all sorts of people, and it was so annoying. I had to look at it, and then I did. And even in the beginning, I didn't care because he was talking about she being a prostitute and everything I've heard so many times. So I really didn't care. Even when he was saying she was a prostitute and all of that, I didn't care. But then getting to the last end of it, I heard the curse. In fact, in the beginning, he had said it like Wapem. But then when I heard the last one, something struck within me. And nobody will understand it. And I really don't care that somebody would understand or not. But I am extremely passionate when it comes to curses, and especially with this, my child, because when I was pregnant with her, my own and only sister told me that, even when it was found out that I was pregnant, told me that if even I carried that pregnancy, this anal pregnancy, to 9 months, I would deliver trash from a gutter. Ophelia, I delivered on Monday at Midway Clinic. It was a terrible, that's what I enacted the other day. I died. I woke up. On Tuesday, they operated on me and they took only trash from a gutter from my physical stomach. This one. Okay. And all this while I couldn't see, I was still dead. Okay.
Oh, God.
And on Wednesday morning, there was nobody there. No mom, no dad. My mom was in Cape Coast trying to find money to come and take me from the hospital. Wednesday, my sister, she came to the hospital in black long sleeve shirt, not in a dream, and in green, dirty green military trouser, carrying a baby I have never seen. My child looked at her and said, "This girl is too ugly. Ken will never like her." And I was so backed down with so much strength. Don't forget, her prophecy has happened a day before.
Already, yes.
Carrying my child. So I got up from the bed with all my drips and everything, and I fell and collapsed and went off. So I didn't see anything again. And my doctor, you can go to Midway Clinic in H0t. My doctor had to fire the nurse on duty. So you can understand how passionate I am. As I'm speaking now, my heart is beating in doubles, but I need to calm down.
I want you to, because I understand and I know how things will be going. Slow down.
Yes. Obi ni ho a opese onfa ne fi asem a etan sa emra bonten. but bibi esi ena esi biom is repeating itself. She menyim sa me bawe ne papa kene Japan odini nsa to me fru so ena ose akwala na mewo no opese oni a onye troublesome nonko school nonko fasemum refie no tumi akodidi teacher for atem madam meni abre rough me Moira
from
meni
what I'm
abre
hearing,
rough
a nyoma he asked for when you were pregnant with this kid. Wow. Yeah, I'm
you
not
see when we
capping.
say things and we think it's a joke, and so people are not listening to me. Say, madam, she Tulip, this my daughter. You can ask my mom, you know her. This my daughter. Me wo no. Would you mean fa abebrese no ntonche? Me wo no nyina wie sa ohaw nyina wie na. Me a me hwe ma de no. Me ba no wan wia o. She never crawled. She never walked until she was 1 year, 2 months. And her father came to Ghana and he passed Cape Coast, went to marry. I'll get to why I'm saying it that way.
Yeah, okay.
Went to marry, came back with a document for me to sign my biological rights out. Look, all of this time my daughter was not working. So you can imagine my anger. And yet, my papa ebusua penny say, era, yet ya se kene Japan wo osi me bo ombeyiano. Me maame se me bo ombeyiano. Na me busua penny say meti ase se wubu efu. Papa no efiri se onye wanyem a okoya ho twininka. Ba madam wo ba na oti fom ho na onwie aye na onnanti ye no se opese oye bubu afo a. Ene ekoso na oni ni papa anye ntokwa. Tulip. It was in the afternoon. I was forced to go with Ken. And me, I'm not saying it to disgrace him. I'm saying it because it's the truth. Like every time you meet him, he will find a way of having something to do with you. And I was so angry with him to do anything. So I didn't want to go. So I told my parents, Ebusiane wa atena hon me ka kire omo say, "Chi se me bra penny nya me di nechi." One me ko. Enti me bra no Ken ne wofa ne driver. Any akwale ya onhu ne papa da no. Na ye full car no. Na ye 2 ye na ye ba Accra adenta. Ye do ye no. And I'm me bedroom. I don't want to have anything to do with him. Oh yeah, na me can don't tum na me lock here and Ken he will whoever you are, he will have to sleep with his child. Forget. Edaya mutimbi onu ade ne babe kwa akoda. So he went with this child. Tulip, I slept. I didn't even eat. That's how tired I was.
Wow.
We go to Accra like 5 something in the evening. I slept. When it was 3 a.m., I woke up and I was like, where am I? Oh, and I remembered. And I had locked the door because I didn't want him to come in. So I opened the door to go and look. Nobody, I couldn't find anybody. And there was a lot of people in the house. So I didn't know his room or where to go. So I went back to take my bath. I came to lie down again and I slept. Then in about an hour, someone was tapping me. It was my daughter. And she was walking.
She was up and walking. Akwalea no one
She was on rear down da. She walked and in an hour, I was back on the bus to Cape Coast. And that's how this child I am talking about walked. She, me sister, wuni mo bi asem wo betwa na we twem.
Yes. Yes.
Emu dududo me pamucho. 27 years. I have never one time picked my phone to send a text to say anything to Ken before. Never.
So then how did you get to this point that you're either on a video, alive, talking about it?
So, of course.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, For me to go through all of this, all the millions of the behind the scenes that I don't have the time to say now, you hear that. It might be a joke to whoever. I don't give a damn. My family people know what I'm saying is true. I don't have any interest to come here and say things this nasty about my family, but learn from it.
That's
it's happening. Wo sister pe wo sister wunia enokai ena anya hwe enti me maame te obi aka de oh, it happened in this my stomach with this my child. I died. No, do people understand how passionate I am with this child? So when I heard it, I could have easily gone to look for a grown-up or Obia Ferrier, something. I could have called Ken. I could have done so many things that everybody thinks I should have done. But I didn't do it. And given the chance, I would do the same thing I did because, Ophelia, for 27 years, if I start saying everything I have tried, I will become a liar, and we don't have the time. But I can say that since I got deported to Ghana, I started from Nana Akufo-Addo. I went to Nana Akufo-Addo's house.
So let's hold that thought. Hold that thought right there. So you were talking about how you have been silenced all these years, but then finally we have been seeing you at least once a week doing a live video. You keep responding to something, and I want you to clear what exactly got you to this point. What did Honorable Kennedy Agyapong do to get you to this point where you behu bia cha na watch video video ama ebinum kura feel say na Kennedy ni wo ho no ni ujaye na efa witrim ana se wo yare and out of nowhere yare na eba public. We have to answer this.
They are right. A little bit of everything they are saying is right. Some about them cry, they are right, but then me assure some me will ashasi at the crazy.
Yeah,
so
something
I will
brought
explain.
You here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't enjoy. People can go to all my pages, they are not private, and see how my life is on social media. So enka oba yetete me said ya yetete me na fia nka me fi mu no enka social media ha na meba abeka ma asam enka onfo bia ne ho, but me wuntumi mfa sade no me ye ehwa asotwe ye de bema wa ye de bema wo e wo se ye nsua sade no efri se enye ne ye kan ho na ye mahwe ye bra na ye bɔ no so ye mahwe. So mame nko back meti asem no me sinka biom no enka metumi se me ma ha krampo ansan be say every week muhu me no every week na muhu me because asem bia obeka after media na ebaaye no e was se me nkonko hwe se edie na oka wo ho feel se nyansan wom eche me masem America nti a wato atwene no. And
Moira,
people think so.
Let me interrupt here. Asembe pano kai.
Bacho metumi abo. Me pese membo. You see, people, a lot of people living in Enra, mini obi kasa wa London, na nipa kro say ono wante asemo a honorable kai. And won to me show be because at the end cry a dozen. A dozen pa. Nti so obi si on te ya, it's possible. Nti me pacho. Ade na me te ya ama makoma ba. Me ba ya make asa bebre no. Me pese membo. Na me chechem from that angle so people can understand
why you are here at this time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Please. Okay. Pacho say oba na amami. Oh.
Donc de croiser mes bras sans rien faire pendant que tes affaires marchent.
Sorry. Uko Ghana weba ubenya. Osi my daughter is a drug addict and a prostitute. It's in Pacho won't say.
Because they see Syracuse 1, Columbia 2, Yale 3. Oh, and Otifie and all ye Juma, a Jimmy pay. Or Jimmy pay, I can see. And the Mimi Shop, Memano Babonibia, I will discipline you, I'll let you know. Say, this is how I started life. Until life, I'm just so smooth as you think. Utia, everyone went here. Say, Ufuse Obetua Bobra, I allow you to do it. Ukona copim and no copim, but we say, wa copim.
Me Pacho, Ozinka Edikaino, Nebana Odinu Din Kai Champuano, Se wako Syracuse, wako Yale, wako Colombiano. Sa no. Our students' loans, as I am speaking, our students' loans, which goes to prove, say, and yen school fees ni na ken otiae.
Okay. Let's stick to Ahano.
No, I'm sticking to it. No. I am sticking to it. It all comes into it because I have a ton of people saying, say, Akolan wedi 26. Why this one has students' loans, even though ne papa si otua ne mbani nyina de na make and say she has it because no okrakrata ya wono okromo. Mine, she's an international student. Believe me, when I go by Okana me ya no ye better say. Akolano or students' loans, even though you say you pay, which means you don't pay all of it, which isn't my business. But my daughter doesn't have the opportunity because you are one. Okay, so now that is one side. You can't come and say wait here wasem. Edu baby went here. And this isn't the first. I want to say Anel is the fourth in the line of Nkrofo Edu ne college, you know, bibi bae, but would you stick it to it to say Osia Palano? Why something in tia? Now, first thing he said, Osi, wapem me pacho etia. Etia. Okay, Osi ba could say wapem me pacho tulip. Srawa wochimu etresen. Say kaso obi apema.
Yakaso obi apema. Na chese wesi abrabono ewie amano anadia woye bia wontumi nkwa animu bio wasi babia waduro no ehwa na waduro. Yeah,
that is the first thing that hit me. Say obi a nankasa wo ne ba mesumi nim ne ekoso a obetimi ebie na no aka say me baba ku say wapem. You are telling the whole world who don't really know the truth. So now I wanted to listen to Assembly in Anenkosi and so.
Then we go.
Oh, this is not what I'm looking for. Look at my old phone. When you are angry, you can't
say me na me bought a free studio, but my guest is so passionate about nasem no said you obesi a church room amayati ase. It is she held on to that portion to make it her own. It may ma onwa venti. Sister to sister, you are my sister, I am your sister. We are each other's keeper in the sisterhood. Oba and
Maba.
Okay.
Sorry, I.
Oh, are you okay, cry?
Me didn't call SOS. SOS in confusion that call classes, Kransano, Omako exams. Me decided exam didn't make up. Okoye exams now no passing. The Kaipam, me yonko back on the back where forensic scientist, London. No Wesley girls. A beating about half a point. So one to me uncle SOS. O su. And so my bad girl no kwaya or passing. Okay, excuse my language. Where I'm too much me a raw. Already, I didn't pay when we are saying kwan away. Oko huri war. Any other tani die, echo die. Yeah, children me unity. Now me come from them no the me kwan no so. Obana ko jump wall, akoye 6. That's so. Any
Tulip.
Yes.
Mapocho se mama obo pia me be free nyama bi. Inti me peda mo mbo bodon kakra bi de. Ozin kanan na me say na ye no me ma me first one amete ni say o say akwala no wapem.
Yes.
Na mpacho ansan krofo beka say oba ekra wambo akwala ni din. Ampa wambo akwala bia din. Ba ne masen ene ko SOS ene masen ene fro wo sen ene ni alatani dai sen ene suspend sen na ya architecture ena se bibi nso anka kene Japan oba no ko beka se hwe ne ranu abodam onu me bai maboni bandi nya onu na meka onu so obaje so nti minim se ye me ba ekutie bia nim niura enti minim se ye me ba na
Inti all kasa wa modino is where you are clarifying say yes wa modin nanso wunim de akoso and about time wunim de wo ba aye 1 or 2 it will kan no who say wo ba sam no woka.
Yes.
Okay.
No crepa. Yeah. Ena oba onu anso ba ye no wan beka say enya me ba no na na oka enti nkense se me nkasa.
Okay.
Ba onu so ba no sign bet wa so which means me ba na ye ka na asem.
Okay. Into oba ye na wan be clear say enya wo ba na sem oka enti memme so but oba and he went further to say more.
Thank you.
Enti no wa confirm
Thank
say
you.
yes
Thank you.
Asem no
Me
oka.
ba me da si bebre.
Thank you.
Me da si. Ejuma ni nyimi ye papa. Inti first no. First case na me one now the ama me no ma afa me pen and paper.
Okay, good.
First case no because you see atemdi any platform we so. First mu dey am join me wo me ho no ati. First one no na maka no. Say o se akwala na pem anya me dey. Ena me sra o menka ha no SOS na o ka no me ebeba mu because enkrofo bisa say ye den na akwala no o sesa ne course a one can train ne papa ba me bem SOS na o ka say o deciding ai na akwala no fi me fie straight mutie ya o say akwala no on year classes bi anso koye ya no pass there bi na onu no ntia classes enti onim sa akwala no kobi otimi mi fie akwala no owo teacher bia bi first time am di akwala ne ban crime me no nyina ye ni akwala no ko Morning Star or say me bana ko kan say I have fallen into the goatem the whole world say waka say ya pretend try to palm me bano so akoka say I have fallen into the goatem nti ono akwala wa bon sa no ntimi ko hwehwe school ma no na wo ba back na wo be fa no na say straight okokoye exams as say Wesley girls of opera onwa na wo say a BT no by half madam. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yes. Nature said now Paula wasn't just at home. This kid was receiving education. It made her capable of being able to pass that test.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Don't just come and make it look say. What do you mean? And yerka na nkrofo no tua fees no madam pacho e free me frum e ko see se me koye na me ba na di 8. Still, me and me tia me rent and on me my meeting at dine one or D12. And I will buy and I will say what the neighbor parkotsna. And I didn't call ye our pass exam, sir. What I say, it is because she's breathing air into no passy and 1 year shakolano wabi. But this is the same makola you saw, and she couldn't say gata. So you left us at Morning Star. You went. I don't want to get heated.
No, don't.
Okay.
So we can stick to this.
And now, me and me bana ube fa na sembia ni hu. So wo nchen Ophelia, ye wo ye ni no. So we boni, wo ma me wona ye boni a. Wa wo maame na la nyo no ye bone nko kokoto papa enim na okopacho na me bisa o sa akwala na oni papa ho na oye bone na adan na ne papa no so onkoto ne maame nenim no mpacho ha me hwe me ba me bebisa o sika wanya mamme mate me koma brochire wan kasa waba akwala no odi 9 me mekọ na wezi 8 odi 9 I was in America mumbisa ken na akwala no ne papa call around no hu say nini ebia o mo bekọ no ono ne maame no mo ti dan clash mu a eye ken na tiaka she doesn't know say ne papa dan na yes anti girl no na wedi 9 and of frame meeting so person hu ne papa na ne papa ba meeting no oni na danfo mumbisa ken samebo a nti ne me maame akwala no na ken odi na danfo kan o me minima danfo kro no minim obai na obisa ani say daddy adenti enna me nuanum ni nyina de vacation bi omkọ abrochire na me nkobi adenti na omu de ye wo omu abrochire na me yanwo me wa abrochire adenti enna omu de womu nyina dan ya omu tim omu ni omu maame no wo na you are in charge na me maame na echi omu ko bisa ken na ken ka kire ni say oh wo de si abutre nyame betre na akwala nka kire say nyame akire ama odada nti sadadi wanya ama me a sesi a menye mambio she was 9 I was not here I was not part of their meeting Inna okachire ni de oh would 18 and no system si wanya mama sesi amenye but when he was alone with my daughter without my mother he told my daughter that wusi me jimi na me yidan ama na wo na nanso akotene mu bi so my daughter was hurt from 9
so
history na me say ebe repeating ne ho no say osi akwala no ade a me mpenko an o ye can you ask for it at odoko with the one sat to a fru no so let me see that who says a thing like this not say madam for mama kan che owias na mutim na mo amusi mugu ade na edi mu kosi hi wo mu ade a say the ankrofo sro wo ho intimi dia me bebia me person nye ena wenya
okay so at the end said yes corner this is a parent who asked for such a kind of kid to be this way and now the kid is going the direction that they've asked for but now he turns around and betrays this kid. Moira, hold your thought right there. I just read a comment. Someone is talking about this is not good for Anel. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here as a unit to talk
Anel knows stuff. I'm sitting here.
Yes. And this is a kid who already knows what both parents have put her through.
If Moira, Anel, that is why I'm here.
Moira?
Sorry.
This is why we are here talking. And this is a kid who already knows what both parents have done to her. It's not a kid who is naive and now hearing about it. So if you're here, you're only here to get some questions answered. Period. If you don't need to be here, don't be here. Because you know me, I don't play that. I'm not going to kiss your ass, and I don't expect you to kiss mine. It's your own data. It's your own phone. If this is not for you, remove yourself before I get to where you don't want to see me at. Let's keep going. So, Moira, so this is the main thing Honorable did and brought you to this point. Because Obataya wawo ba ashano edina ko school midway and ne papa abewrem so opeso ye papa de now out of nowhere this man who wasn't part of this kid's life Obeka say kosa me pese akwala ni yeni this is where I want my kid to be when you didn't give that fatherly direction time and you won't get what you want when you pick up in the middle. You get what you want when you start from the beginning and take it where you want it to be. Inti sisi ano na me pese me yi free ho say yenye hu what triggered you. Papa ba public ebebo dua. Say akwala na pem eye duabo. And then Osaka say chese asama ato no ye na dear free school ni ade eye ne de. Papa Bay. Because you cannot always expect a perfect kid. Kid makes mistakes and you have to help them get over that. But so by a mistake, no I drop it out of school. Na papa, utumi ya papa wo we are seeing na. It's not public kase. Uba drop it out of school na ya wo de. That's not acceptable. Let's take his words. Let's take his words. Wa drop it out ye yina di wa koye bibi went to me anko or to your school fees. So this is what triggered the Moira we see now. If I'm right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You know,
and
mahu videos. Mahu postings, a lot that you've done. At least wouldn't him say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong or ye MP onim penifo ye adwuma watena community and penifo bear no ahemfo ene nipa bear no adentina bibi says see ye na at least what this evidence want to me anko pani bi wo enipa ben you know you could have access to them. Adentina it's become a social media battle. Eno na me pese uma etifo eti odo force afa no wa beka ye ho a eye sister to sister dwumadie ena waso eguso ye nua Moira abesra ye eye oba Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and in the warrior near the assembisa atonanim. Tisamre yabemano kwan na waye ano.
Philip, what you say? And before we end it, I would want people to know there is a second part to the case. It's not just one. It was two, but why I am paying for her. Yes. And yes, there's too many ways, but Tulip, I say me on start here at share. Inti. Shede, I mean, Mawa broach, I was way the portal. Mudu Chroma Hano, Midu Hano. It took me less than 3 days. Less than. To see Her Excellency, the First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, because I needed to see her husband, because the Ken I know that you all have witnessed, he has no fear or regard for anybody. So it is almost impossible. So the biggest human being that I believed, if I could get to this man, he can finally, because mebusia dear, me mami they didn't attempt to send a classmate. Ken is wild. Ken has gotten to the point our catch me parents say, akwala no me ne pen e wo ye ntimo bia nka sa asem ni bi eno bia nka e bi da e me ne pen ye ka akwala no wa brehe me di no go to school na ken na go fan if school na me hwehwe na me hu no so di na go to school na me so ma ko fa ma de. It's been a battle for long. Inti me ko na nam ho no, as far as I'm concerned, Nana Akufo-Addo and his wife, they empathized and understood me, but of course they will have to hear his side. Wa friend omo friend mia meeting him and no be beside me London. How do you know that Nana called? I'm like, madam, don't annoy me. mitinanim na nana frɛ no eno ka kyerɛ me sɛ enti wo kɔ nana ho nti na ɔfrɛ me hwɛ mo dem kɔ ka kyerɛ no me jai party no bi asɛm me ni ntem asɛm na ɔbɛka. So then what do? You have to leave Nana Akufo-Addo alone because you can't let him lose this guy just because asem no osi onka bien most so mpono Nana understands you. So I left it. When I went to his wife in Tema, she was angry that now wako ka asem way and ye fi asem intinka na me say madam, if Nana Akufo-Addo isn't family enough, then I don't know where to go to. No, think I'll bet me a catch any mammy. Now me catch so me no in a second on bunny mammy. If you can catch any mammy for what? Ne mammy dear no bet me aye. Mimi dear na no meka. Madam, ain't no sooner dear na no meka near yanon so meka. Ain't men kwana mammy, one mammy no crash. She pisses me off so much to say I don't even want to deal with it. That's another story. Enti se manko Nana Akufo-Addo ho azena anye yi ena wo se me kwa Nana Akufo-Addo ho no me pa cho na me ba no yen yi na di me kan krofo beka se ena me ka na yire de se ye tan ma obetimi abeka se wo ba na ye suspending and it was she was expelled so for ne de no wan beka se so for no okowi ade wo prempe na ye yi na di was it necessary?
It wasn't.
But if we so yira ye bia no we you know we you nezi or holy child me ban we you nezi wo ka Messi history repeats itself or say me ban for a wall Ophelia nanka sa ken ni nana na ode akwala ne to no off for wall or babesia or this 100 no for wall or kobo men kan gu nanim ase me kan man krofo asiasia se so would you be to
effect wa akwala no so nti nipa na ye de akwala no kra to no ni subai no
madam as at that time sir be worry for wall akobo a otidor ko no wi ana ko no cocaine that was the drug at the time. Yes, let's just deal with it now talk about it. Me nyima nka me fa me banton mama wan fa me banto besia ofun tokra. No, if an old woman can jump a window and jump back drunk, do you know how wild she has to be?
She's one.
But we will laugh over it. We will laugh over it, but it is taking effect, and I am trying to pray this thing off. Now we now can become. So I went there, madam. Osion ye na me fa me ba. Akwale no Google suicide. Edi ya na waye. We di 19. Me can 19. Me can fam bona ba so say. We will go back. No, baby obeka say akwala no. Baby kra we di 18 na yen hwe obiom. Nti se na we di 19. Me can da waye as papa. But a boyfriend, who can it say ko Nigerian be boyfriend on school campus. School campus wall. I BNI wall na mama ni yan wan say. Bishop Potter, the stick near the two stick. What do I try? They will suspend you into another say walk off through a deer. Meanwhile, they are thinking it's in the skies. And Ophelia, these teachers that they were exaggerating this thing to Anel ne papa. Ba ko akita no me boni din sa oni ne papa na ko school at this school. In case say messages are not the ma pala.
So this means nipa no kra odi akwala no ho asem every school cock out no is that a person that is connected to her dad.
Yes.
Okay.
Akita no.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because he won't have his way, he will frustrate the girl. Now, Ophelia, pardon me to be jumping. School no or SOS no. She was at final year. See me didn't call here now. Say no, she was in 1 month na we school. Plus, me pacho min kana muntia se ade e ma e din se wo kosisan course a wuntumi kan trekken. Aneli oye good me danyame ase nti no oye economics or maths. That's how good she is. And no realize say she's very good with art. So she wanted to do art. School career one for in African can she show bia horrible SOS city. So this girl was forced to do econs. Me pacho say. It's a good econs. Or ye consonant soon or ye art no so where speech day. Where speech day na can bay. No call art section. Oko art section no ko hun. Number 1 piece. Or ye fe papa work can or ye fe papa maram ko huni later. Inti can be no ho ye can crofo mo dra. Wow, sheni po jina ho no kra ne papa nka se. Na wo bisa na inti drawing ni ye fe papa so what whoever no was on basin no nko. No nko hwe de hwana na wa assign. Oko no aye ne bana.
Wow.
Instantly, my daughter has to switch from a concern to art, whether she now loves a concern or not. Imagine. Now, she's also forbidden to talk to me. Mio, the biological mother who had her child, who never asked for your help. You came and took her. She's going to jump wall. You say you don't want her again. I have come and I have taken my child. I came. Please, after Nana Akufo-Addo and after Auntie Rebecca, I went to the wife. She said, I went to Ken himself.
Into who for why? Nanka opesa wonu womo kasa resolve this issue off of
including
social
Ken
media
himself.
Okay.
Including Ken himself.
Okay.
I went to pick my daughter in Asin Fosu. It became war. Because I asked him why he impregnated me and he left me. And he said it was not his job. And I got furious. And he said he would beat me. I left. I came to police headquarters for restraining order. Ophelia, police headquarters with my daughter, they told me that they even pen. They will not put on paper. If they dare me, those police people, that I will go to Antoine. They said they won't put pen on paper and write his name before they will even do the statement for me.
So you've gone to people, the police.
Yeah.
So now
graphic. I've gone there at 12. I just want. He says if I don't go and talk, I'm like, you are not in your bush. We are penny. We are graphic. You're gonna phone you now. The anti sakwalano wa bang. Na se oba be stress sika te se ne papa kana and no so just okwaji permission fi ni papa wa ansam graphic yaka ya sema mayen.
So you tried different venues,
my dear, and so if his wife is saying I shouldn't have even gone to Nana Akufo-Addo, that it was too public, then how does your husband come on such a platform to say things like this? Apart from cases, no, madam, only proof biya for asema all cano. Chinese in the girl now all cano. See girl now man proof of rent. In the end they went for mebano because mebano on deka. Until you were wise there. Now dating at the same Chinese girl or man picture of a dime beam. Who can one call Los Angeles da? Who dine da mpona we who ban bedroom. Na girl ni ma pictures be say wo ba ni dem nie ene dia wo se won be say wo ba no one question be see ene.
But you took that.
Yes, you took that. And it's now all over the news. Nipa Krono say what I'm doing is not good for Anel no. Anel ni story now was because of what ne papa kan no. Eno dia good for Anel ana.
No, it's not. Okay.
Makan say Ophelia. Okay. Mama Murienfi said less than 24 hours when I came and I also said, Nimbani binom nina wa yeno. Ken came out less than 24 hours to reply. Mebwa.
Yes, because it was about his other kids.
Thank you.
Okay.
Seen that Mapanonkan Chede, it should go. He wants the story to stick that way. Bring proof.
Okay. And that is a mother's passion, a mother's way of saying, I'm not letting you bring my daughter down. Or for us, I feel no ababe kaya hua. A sister to sister, Jumedi, and a wasugusu. Would you about to look matanase? Mini another sister, Anna Ekasa, a Moira Dawson Williams, Oba. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and in a womo baba Anel. Honorable Betsna social media. Ebekan semfa akwalano hwa. na enye fe na batan a watete ne ba no wote wo no wo beti say papa wan hwe no from ahyase e kan sama emfata fa akwala no batan bia be sorry batan bia yamba hihye no ne yabusa busa nsem ne bi ye dru baby na mibusa say eye den ena 27 years on kasaye no man be dru say and sama honorable Agyapong bekaye no enu ne ma ono soso epieye ebekasaye mibusa say na day na asema si honorable abekasa wonim se papa yi oye MP nti nka ne ho asem de wo mpanifo a obetumi akobusabusa ana se yebetumi afre no ne nakasa na nka nye social media entokwa na yenua be ya kyerɛkyerɛm baby ode faaye nipo ne wo mkasaye but honorable ano ni atem didie nti nye obia na etumi kanasem nti no na eso wono afa edito nebo no kontokwa no e wo social media nti wo hwa mara wo hoi acha 1 week ubehu video foforo na nsan video ba ko obeyeye e na me pese wo kyerem kakra cause munua ne fantinya da sem jana otide akama bible do na da ba hyenisem oboboi obama o chapter na wa mo verse na yipo me holding na nsam ni bi wo ho a okitem na wona wasa asam a watwam na ame medere ba ma abaka no ma men kan kire mu se obi tumi ko fa 10 years asasam ebeka honorable na wo kan ne ba asem no ade akola no wo kasa wo ye ya no edi fie sei a wo de ba betena ho beka ye no nti nsam bi wo ho a yesi ye ka etu ase because enipa bi wo ho asam ne fa ne ho a obeye ye nneoma a ebekata asam no so na batan ne ba asam de be man tumi nya bibia wo de bekata so ama asam na twa akọ ye fa nya adwuma nti sa wo ha na fu sa asam na che na e ha wa free soko ni enkai asam nti odofo ye kwa akọje nkrato aba ye nkodi dwa kakra ye nkopesika kakra mra ni e ba ye beto aso asemusa no bebre wo ho minim se asem bi da wakoma so a wunyanya answer na me wudi H0t all questions will be answered. No stone will be left unturned. Inti temu chuku kopensio kope bibi kakra obenom ni enkodi dwa kakra mra Mike Brenda ni eba nsemusa ne bi wo ho ye de abeto aso my lord who be yo dofo so what be ni ananye bibia o eye door to door eye services a free US Eco Ghana share eye company ya tinidi Mike Brenda at the door to door about America. Sisi asa wo America na opese odi nioma Eco Ghana. Omo de beko jojojo akwa akosi epono na no pe. Dia wo hia ni nipa ni phone number ni address. Wo mo a shepe na wo mo ayi na wo mo ajeje tata e di akoba bia e wo Ghana. Say ye car na wo shepe, say ye laptops, say ye boxes na wo pesa wo ye even personal effect ni nyina wo mo shape no door to door na ekodru Ghana so so wo mo apagya e de ko hye nipa wayi ni se wo magye nioma no ensam bibia wo hia bia wo de ba shape nioma no so wo hia boxes tapes bibia ye de wrap nioma no ni nyina Mike Brenda ebetumi adibia mawa wo betua ne tesa dia wa store no wa akoto wo ye business bi na se bia wo ntumi ma America kra mefa nioma na de omo be ye ne se omo betito bibia wo hia bia se de wo sipa no pepepe no mo ahyepe de abro na container na bedru Ghana na ya ye door to door na wie no so tie bibia efri Ghana so Mike Brenda Eddie Beba Bedru America amount pepe Nasa wo Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, any states are a burning na Mike Brenda ewo vana obetumi aba abefa nneoma no ahyepe na de wo mu kra ba akode se ship ni nyatu a babia namu bia wo tracking number wo betumi a track na kokodu ne deliver so a wanya notification enti so wo pesa wo le wo mu di dwuma na wo bibia yakwa Ghana me pa cho samre Fred Mike Brenda was 703-224-5097 was 703-224-5097 and now 571-224-5476 571-224-5476 omo number wa Ghana no 024-018-4384 024-018-4384 timely pickup timely delivery Mike Brenda would to me sire ho and for the America
We can't hear. We can't hear.
Other for me sign Emma wo akwa babiom eba sister to sister Jumedian. Would you about tulip matinase? Yenu aba Moira Williams ena Aidin Komo. So we need Moira oye oba Kennedy Agyapong ene ne wo ye neba Anel. And sembebre aba we yi sembebre ano ebi mu yes enka Moira nkanya so wo kasa sembu esno bia ni sedia o dealing with the situation mo amunim Kennedy Agyapong se obia semo ba obetena public ka osi wo be basti wey obeye wey na nsem wo ne family m no be ka ne ba ho asema. You want a mother to just be quiet and let their kid be run through the mud. And no na Ghana for your hypocrisy, no, it goes to a whole different level. Walk come be a some no or basti so for be dia. Yeah. But oba no betanishi or no aniba image. Nane mame wo ho. Na mame ni be defending the bar, protecting the bar. Musi wonye di. Check yourself. And check that hypocrisy. It's getting too much. And I'm not taking it here on this platform. Bring it on. You're going to get it. Sister Moira. I something mess or calling you maybe I'm a cancana. No, Miss I will calm down.
I
mean, you know, a friend, then a moderator. In time, you move to me chat.
Na Sister Tulip, Sister Tulip. Miss Rawa catch away tape for the day. As I'm non cherry. Or better timer cannot na wheelchair man on my video. Ozeite pa me video.
Okay.
Min Jacka.
There will be a point. So let's just continue this. So let me ask you, Moira. In the last video, you've done a few, but there's one that got my attention when we were preparing for this. You made mention of promissory estoppel. Estoppel.
Yes.
Promissory
Yes.
estoppel. Fancy no broth. Woman
Yeah.
tongue bam can son wash for baby. Promissory estoppel. What
Yes.
exactly does that mean? And what has that got to do with what's going on between you and Honorable Kennedy Agyapong? Promissory
Mopo.
estoppel.
Okay. Okay. I would have read the definition I did the other day, but basically it means that, let me give an example. When a restaurant, a big restaurant, Labadi Beach, goes to a little baker at Newtown and tell her, oh, we like your pie. We are having a program. So can you bake us? How many do you bake a day? She says, oh, on a very busy day, on a very, very busy weekend, I do 100. Then he says, okay, bake 500 for me. This person has 2 people helping him. You want 500. Then they will bake the 500. Then really something else happens, whether it's the weather or whatever reason, the restaurant decides they will not buy the meat pie again. That's that's it. That law will be enforced for you to buy the meat pie, because you have cost them their regular sales, plus you've gotten the meat pie they can never sell. It's going to get wasted. So
Yes.
that's it. And when I relate it to this, there is a ton of people asking me dumb questions. You either love him or, okay, so first of all, I have a child with this man. So it will not be a crime to have been in love with him. But let me move on.
It started somewhere.
Why I bring it in is, Ophelia, me free fie na maba ba me si meko school. Enti boyfriend a me ne no wo ho no, young man no, oni sika no, ba wetia sika. Plus,
Wetia
wato
sika.
kawa.
Me pacho ma menchire
Well,
wetia
yes,
sika no. Wabuo
okay, he has saved money.
Yes.
Wabuabua sika no. Emma me. Say, okay, say, sa 93 no. Wo ko computer school a madam sika no go mean to me mbonu ene sika m. Wo be ko no 3 to 6 months bi no. Enti waboaboa sa sika na mami. Ena wasan so ato ne kawa ye de ye engagement. Now, the only reason why ana me person me engagement on say na me de esi mani so say school no de Mary, because me papa or mema one line me up say me worry na me see there be me go school. Enti I say me we school nti akwai wato ne kawa o. Your friend Ato Brown or Cape Coast me pa cho munko bisa mu a okoto jazz bi ne wofa no munko bisa. Share, let me put this in here. Me reporting me na by this guy. He had a meeting with me and my daughter to tell my daughter how her father came to his house and everything. But let me go back. So I have a boyfriend who is going to marry me. I've gone to see his parents. He has seen my parents. We are just buying things. And he has given me money to go and pay to go to school. Fast forward, Kennedy Agyapong sees me. I am walking to my school. He gets the barber who also barbered me the next day to come and tell me a lie. You see, people feel, oh, he lured you, whoop sika. How dumb. Luring is not always money. He came and he told me that, oh, abde adentina wonana mami bi pese ubel in Tariema no one boutique. Because obviously you can't just tell me I should come to a man's house and I'll follow you. And he's my barber, so it was easy. And then I went to call my friend Lydia because I didn't want to go alone. I was out there alone, but I went to call Lydia. If not, I would have gone alone. We entered the house and I had seen Ken like 3 days ago. Prior, he fell. He didn't talk to me, and I was too rude. I passed by him. So when I saw him, we entered the house and I saw him. I got a little scared, but I had to show face like I don't care. So what? It was broad day afternoon. That was the last time I saw outside. I was inside the house for 5 days. I didn't see sunlight.
So he technically kidnapped you. Would you say that?
If you use a certain word, then it becomes something. That's why I carefully, moderately say Leo, and I explain how it happened so that the people who understand it can hear me. Like, this is how it happened. Me wa me school. Ena baba ne say, mami be say. Meanwhile, this I'm telling you, as I speak today, this boy is still his baba, and every time this baba will see my daughter, will remind her, hey, me na me kofa wo mami ma wo papa dino. Who does that?
Really?
Yes. In my own presence at Asinfosu 2 years ago, Ken himself, myself, Ken, our daughter, Constable, and McCoy. The first thing Ken says when I sit down is, okay, guy, wait. I said no, on purpose. Oh, okay, no. Akwa we na, menino. Yes, small boy, no, now, but far when we're down for no buy. It's now we are young girls, you know, the on buy ni deal. Right in front of my daughter.
Oh.
And a girl back no ya kwala bonny. Lydia say, girl back no ya kwala bonny no ya abortion. But me dear name, my dear. So you know the good. But me, I am just a shell. I am just a used thing. Now when Jamie mama name is small boy Antina. What say her? What say me school? Was he okay? Finally, I was pregnant before he told me about Stella. And for which reason he said, Mekwa ko Canada, and he says, Sadia, na me wo Canada ni ria, na masaya ko school no. 21 years.
So
and
that
I
comes,
believe this guy.
so that's the
because
title, Promissory estoppel.
Yes. You purposefully, because 5 days in Yamika children, more boyfriend or you son yama way and mammy. Inti mean to mean en chiti wonechi. Ophelia, how many wives as we speak today can do what I did? 5 days I didn't see light. But Agyapong never worried me. Hey, or catch me say, me womb me cry me no, but say obey so 5 days. That doesn't erase the fact that after I became an item with him, he was raping me, because people think, oh, so are you mad?
People don't understand rape.
No.
They don't. They think just because obi wukunu and your boyfriend, no one will have sex, there can never be rape.
Na tulip. Shede me fifie because muko school. Na ma ba no sumu school. Ose Bruno, may he rest in peace. Ken almost killed this man because mugo papa no so ose me peba, you know. So I can't go to school, and I am pregnant, and you broke my boyfriend, the relationship. So, and then you left me. So why do people think I don't have the right? What same life? Then he says that part of the promissory way. No, I will go school no from Araba.
No.
This guy, part of the promissory thing, maybe I'm crying no. Na friend more does million so catch answer mommy. Within Moira no, ye no Moira Agyapong enye de. Inti ye beware a meno Mami Arabe Agyapong. So it kills my soul that the
so
name
he
is
promised you marriage?
Not only did he promise me marriage, his uncle came to Cape Coast to pay and do everything you do when you impregnate a royal, to say, I impregnated her. This is my cost. My kaya bomb into say, because the move into say, oh what meba. Now, Chili, please answer this question for me when you see Honorable. The other day I asked, the all back Cape Coast, you know. Because Belena me you can send it or catch them there. So be worry. Me see all ban mo be kaya me bisa said that day what was he coming to do? Because me je na minim do odo obo worry dem na wa ka acha. E na wa ba na wa besia ko elmi na akọ ware Stella ewie. Meanwhile no wo wo fa ba be ye mimi fie die no. Say mo wa be ye mo wa kan. But in between, no, abesna ko were still on once no catch him some mammy do fear one me who say, "Hey, your papa busi of him, you must shame me, papa, because I mean, I'm papa. Listen." And a chado, waka were inti Tulip. I really want to know that the day he was coming supposedly to marry me, and papa catch him some yasha know. What was he even coming to do?
What was his mission when he came?
Or maybe he was going to marry to the meaning. That's why I said they should ask him. Because me can why there so ubeji claim so me can come and papa say me worried about were you really coming to marry me? Because he had already in the interim gone to marry somebody else.
Okay.
You broke my engagement to Arthur Brown, spoiled my school, impregnated you. Why do people think me na me hoya till why? And 27 years, Madam Mankashi. So but I won't let you curse her.
Okay. Moira, let's take it from this angle. ABC, I say family etnase muni nipa bi meeti na mo resolve this. ABC, you both parents are doing this and it's affecting Aqualano. It's too much.
Good.
But now
they should go and advise him. Me, I don't have a brain. I am a dumb person. So obviously they conferred honorable to him. He started this. So
let me ask you this, Moira. What do you want from honorable? Me meaning say I'm just this tiny platform. Masam krebi nuru baby, but ebia just you coming down, laying out your expectations. Somebody might take it to him and it might get him to reconsider certain things. Because I talk to you and I can hear and feel that this man is ignoring you, ignoring what he's done to his own kid, and out here doing philanthropy and becoming a philanthropist and people calling him perfect, that he's doing all this stuff for other people. One man abandons his own home and help others. Are you doing this for curse, or you think that work warrants blessings? Say who wala fear shit. Nana na maabano there kaya papa manyame ehrewa eba nyame di hrewo no etumi ye ni ye mabofre ni nye nyije nana maabano area papa the misre ahimfo na ofiba because what's ye drew heaven one na mba nyame de ma hen no baby say hen no ho asam intino I come back to this. If I stay here, I will pour it on him. And my platform is just tiny. I don't need a huge platform to tell the truth and be factual. Moira, what do you exactly want from Ken so this back and forth can stop? Because I'm sure you need your peace. You need to move on from this. What exactly do you want? That I'm hoping somebody will cut this part of the video and send it to Ken. That finally Moira was calm. Like you're thinking she's crazy, she's high, and all kinds of stuff that you say about her. Today, August 1st, she's calm and she's telling you what she wants from you. And if you do that, there would be peace. What would you say? You want Ken.
Thank you. What people have forgotten is when I came the first time, I gave a disclaimer. I'm not doing anything different from what I said. I'll give him time. When I don't give time, they'll say, you just said sorry and you should have given him time. I give him time, but I'm not going to give him forever. So the only thing I don't want anybody to ask me this again because it's infuriating that everybody thinks this is money. I will never, for as long as I live, take a dime from Agyapong. Never. As I sit here, I have told my daughter, if she ever takes anything from her father without me doing, I'll curse her. And I'm not joking. That doesn't mean she can't take anything from her father, their life. But as of this fucking minute, I ran this ship. And until she finished this school without a dime from him, so I can give glory to God that I really needed to only lean on God. I don't want to know even what she wants to do with him. So the only thing I want from Ken, I said it too many times. I know he's not going to, but and it looks very little. But Tulip, before I ask for the thing, let me say this to everybody, including Ken. Listen, Ken. When water passes over the toughest metal, cast iron, it's only water, and it's only a matter of time. But that water would definitely cut through. It will cut through. So I don't care that people think I'm mad. And when I keep hitting, one day it will get through. Yes. So until Agyapong will come and take back, I want him to stand on the same platform. Until he comes back, don't forget he's been able to come to sit less than 24 hours to do that for his other drug addict children. Okay? So until he can come back and say on the same platform that Arnel is nothing that he said, he has no proof, or that he can bring proof that my daughter is, because I will also want to know, maybe my daughter is lying to me. And when he's bringing the proof of what he knows of my daughter, he should bring every other child's proof and baby mamas and wives, because he's got the nerve to call me a drug addict. Yes, he's right, but he taught me how to take the weed. Yeah. He said when he met me, I was not like this. He's right. I was not like this. So go and ask him who brought Daniel and who asked Daniel to be boiling the wheat tea for me to be that. Listen. Please. All I want from Agyapong is for him to come and reverse the curse. Now say, me say me tiwa na emi de say. Hey, me say Nyankopon eradie, me say we wahye me nyonyam. He says, say nyame ahye ne nyonyam, say ne ba na pem. Na sa akola no obebre bia. Listen. Me say he said he wanted this sort of child. My sister said her own, it all happened. Me pa mo chow pa mun kan checken. Say asem kese eba franka ansi so. Inti ombe yi kese no. Na asem no so okeka ye na wa embellish no. Ombe dani, because me ban went 3 years and man da. You see, when people calculate the money, then like, no chia sika senti Ophelia. So collect the 16. Nananka second wa for pen and paper. Wa calculate in front of everybody. Now I share 10 years. Na me ma share no 16 years. Me meza yana mezishana.
No.
Where is my credit? How can you tell you want me to first of all sign off my biological right? Then now you want her to never talk to me. Then when she can't talk to me and she can't talk to you because of how you will be angry of her changing her course, then you abandon her. Ophelia, Costco card. Costco card osbo husband po Ken chim. Na me catch Ken. The only thing you can do for me now is go to America, because me, I can't go there, and bring me my child. Or say, sir, madam, say bom na ye abandon the any oba no best say ya nam America or sister na me da recovery table. Muro.
So the intention was, and Kamumienu as parents, abandon this kid.
Who does that? Just because she was rude. So what? I was crying. Came in to me. You see, share. Apalano, Obekumisiken, she's my child. Who the confirm my dear brand me? Okay, madam. And the Obano best say America ho. I put the phone down and I blocked him because Namin Pese, I send you an imbakebiano, Obayakon, inti na many mankasabium. She didn't even have money to buy food because she changed her course. I'm not saying she did well, but you are unapproachable and she can't talk to her mother. Meanwhile, the girl right after her, just the next semester, okay, yeah, chemistry, she failed woefully. So they had to give her an IQ level business subject. She changed her course. Do you know what Ken said? And only the other we say chemistry ni reading tino. Only the me da suchi 38,000. Just one semester in between.
So Anel changed her course to do something else that made Daddy mad. But another kid changed her course and Daddy was okay to pay for it. So
yes,
this is why you think it's more against you as a person and Anel as his child.
Ophelia, it's always been, because even the children who were not born in America, all of them, he's done documentation for them. Except for my own, my documentation was to sign off as the biological mother. So make it make sense to me, my dear.
Okay, so let me answer this. There is an Amasewa talking about why the other kids. Amasewa, you're losing a line here. You're losing a lot of this information. And as a woman, I want to bring you back on track. Listen. When there is a situation, you can only justify with proof, examples, and comparisons. So this is a man who has different kids with different women. But a kid does one thing, gets treated differently, but the same parent has another kid that does the same thing but gets treated another way. What don't you get here? What is so hard for you to understand in this situation? Moira cannot come down here and compare my kids to her kids in this situation. Listen, she has to make the comparison with the same kids from the same parents in the same situation. So trust and believe these other kids would be mentioned. Woman, wake up. I wish you were close to me. I'll slap you and wake you up. Why would you even ask such a question?
You advised me.
I did. But some people, I'm the moderator. I gotta fix it. Why would you even ask us such a question? The other kids come in when it's the same situation from the same parent and his kids. So if he treats the other differently from the other, you're comparing apples to apples. Moira cannot use another kid's experience to make a comparison. So other kids will show up, will come into this conversation. Sis, you got it. Sister to sister, You are my sister. I am your sister. We are each other's keeper in the sisterhood. Amaka chamusika no chaha. Asam na hwe na empeda maka memfam ba ha. Ede baso na mreka makante da meda makan. Eya menya nko menyo da shalpu a. Asam baby on ya da no. Eya eran mo wa wig won pede mo humenwo. Ye fa bi yasro. Moira na ye de mo ba fa ye tirim. For a sister to say that about a sister's situation, this is where I come in. Sister to sister. You are my sister, I am your sister. We are each other's keeper in the sisterhood. Ya bobo ya ho ya da asem na ekogu. Na ensam ne bi wo ho a eba, wo jai ma ne kwa enye yie. Because obi kasa wufu se eye yaw no wo kasa debi eye no kura no wo pese pie mora nko anya wo ba ba ma ni na jai obi tro bibi say don't be one sided. This is sister to sister. Moira ba sister ho abekasa. It's the other side, they can also go on their platform like they did and answer to what Moira has said today. Men can't terms on being one sided. A man who is a parent should stay a parent. It doesn't matter how bad your kid is. Wunipa wokas asem so who follow me page who say I did parenting styles. I've also talked about things that we do that affect our kids future as accomplishments, and these were all things I was doing to prepare my audience for this interview. It will be also asem na twam entwam na me boaboa me biebie nioma bi so kireo ene udi nkomo me. It this time, no, when you apply it, you see where this conversation is going. Na Ghana for yempe reading, yempe research. It asem bi wo ho eba na agye ensam. Order for me ma wakwa babiom eba sister to sister. Would you about to live na mene Moira Dawson Williams na kasa. Or chere nioma bi esisie. Eye Honorable Kennedy Japan oba onene wo ye. Ni edi nkomo ni bebre ebesisi amre. Hwe eye o kan o me classmate no afre me Ophelia. Me rapi apa and a memo details. But this time, I still remain the moderator. I'm the host of Sister to Sister. She's the guest, and I'm going to keep it in my guidelines. Me go off, no super so whatever for. No. Or no, want to me go off. Me na me go off. Dear do come on. Or the for me down, I was so dummy. You come on, so. Moira! Wakikabia, you've made it specific what you expected or you want from Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Now, my final question for you, Moira. Do you think that Anel will prefer to go and apologize to her dad and say, Daddy, I'm in the middle of all this. I brought all this. And you being my dad, Moira being my mom, I've been the kid that goes back and forth. I might have been the one that caused this friction. Do you see that in Anel? And if that comes up, would you support her and let her take this step to bring peace?
No. I don't see it in her. And if she decided, I would step out. She did that already. Asin Fosu. She did that. She went to beg 2 years so after he abandoned her in America. I took care of her. 2 years. I said, come. Go and say the sorry. I even said my own sorries. When she was on her knees twice, in the night and then the next morning in front of all of us. He said she should stop apologizing because she's dead to him. Or say, you are dead to me. You can stay here for the wedding or you can go. She called me and I said, still stay. Finish the wedding. Nibuefu. 3 days after we came, we were all of us sitting. He said, I told you something 3 days ago. Maybe you didn't believe me. Let me say it now that your mother is here. You are dead to me. So I don't even see you before I'll be angry to say there's nothing you can pursue. And listen, madam, you don't give any human being the right to tell you they don't want you twice. You don't do that. And we passed this 2 years ago. He did all of this. I kept quiet. I just asked one question, Tiken. You did all of this to me, fucked up my relationship, fucked up my school, impregnated me, left me, Ken. Why did you do that? He did this. Did I have to do that? Let me see. So I left. So Filiatego, I'm telling you, if my daughter,
you didn't need to mention my full name like that.
Ever.
What has that got to do with me?
If she's listening to me, she takes the money from her father or goes to say sorry behind me, she loses me. That's if he can say, if you talk to your mother who has been there forever, because I have SMC. There will be no apologies nowhere. No one, no. He's been able to come to defend those prostitutes. I don't say it to insult them or be petty, because they are. Everything he's saying my daughter does, I've got theirs.
Okay.
They are.
So Moira,
my daughter does weed. So
you're saying
no
that
apology.
if she does it behind you, but if she does it,
I will be done.
Talking to
I'll be
you
done.
and coming to that conclusion. If Anel comes to you and
there will never be that conclusion, ever, for as long as we live. There will be never will be another apology, ever, for as long as I fucking live. I'm done. Never did anything to that guy. He's done so much to me. I don't care that people don't see it. Nakene Japan. Asemwa ukachire mi watema no mimi mpaso wa enu se mi gina so akase achoken se wan kai hwe kra kai die dodo no so obetumi a meka, because ni nyina no they were moments that were too important and the places they happened. Don't push me, because that is the last thing I have, and I'll use it. Come and just take your name off your mouth, or your name, or we don't want nothing. Wallahi, if my daughter ever wants, Ajua, if you are listening, hear me. I swear on my father's grave where I don't know where it is. If you ever go behind me, you can. I came there. I was even telling you that I am sorry for telling her things that hurt me, which has made her also be angry with you, because she doesn't like that. Look, Kenneth Japan, there was a time he cried to my daughter and hugged her and told her, I betrayed your mother, so I know her anger. Look, Ophelia, if you are talking in Kenneth Japan's house with that many people, and you are angry, and people are trying to calm you down, and Kenneth Japan says, no, Munjano man invente. It's deep, because he knows
what he's done.
Listen, Ophelia, I beg you, Ken, come and just take your mouth off Anel. I told you too many times, I am not the type of woman. I don't want nothing from you. If 27 years doesn't prove that, I don't want anything from you. I don't have to prove anything. No. I don't. It's okay. Me na me ya baboni or say oh me na me ntisa, but I know to me can me ya pros me ya nwai. Me ya drag at it na see Ophelia, he should come and tell me. Look, so if I was even if I'm still a prostitute, why is he always sleeping with me? Prostitute, why you wonder one Jessica?
What Jessica?
Oh, mama hin. Sister, wa mama hin. Wa mama hin. Akwala ni kuma when you say me share na bashaboni o. Mu wa ha no tre heartfelt This isn't the first time. When Ken was 55, she wrote one. Go and ask him. I know he remembers. No way, cheer fast. No way, how many times can you do it to somebody? How many times? Obi beka de mama mfa na compare. Na menya den ade na ono ba na okade o se ne man kae ni nyina no de omo ye fine. Na ba ko bi, who was he comparing them to?
There was a comparison.
Why are people so stupid? They ask dumbass questions. I said, the timing I didn't. He came and he spoke, and I'm saying there, Ophelia Pocho mimpe biara. He should just come and bring proof of my daughter being a prostitute. Of, if not, this is defamation. People are telling me his career. I don't give a damn about his career. I give a damn about my daughter's reputation, and he started this. So, and this is not the first time. Wakoka Masem Malaji Bature di story by Ken called my daughter. Please let me say this here. Ken called my daughter at 2 a.m. in America to warn her to tell me not to do an interview. Why? If I don't have anything to say, why did he warn my daughter? And I told him, I called him, I was fuming like, what do you mean? I didn't even know anything about the story. When he found out that I didn't bring any story out, he was instantly friends with Alhaji Bature, which Ghanaian didn't know this happened. He became friends with Alhaji Bature. Alhaji Bature died. He buried Alhaji Bature, and my story went to the cemetery with him. Go and look if you find it. So for the same magic that he did, the Alhaji Bature time, he has let my daughter's story vanish because 53,700 articles of stupidity about somebody's daughter they suffered for. And to what now? Now, Ophelia, please tell your people, me, I have time.